Welcome to AI World Uncovered. Have you ever received an email that seemed to be from a trusted source, but it turned out to be a scam? That unsettling experience is the result of a deceptive technique known as email spoofing. Crafted by unseen tricksters, these emails masquerade as legitimate, often mimicking familiar entities to lull you into a false sense of security. The stakes? Your personal data, financial information, or worse. In this video, we'll dive into what email spoofing is and, more importantly, how you can protect yourself from falling victim to these malicious attacks. To understand how email spoofing works, we need to break it down step by step. The first step is header manipulation. Here, cyber attackers alter the from address in the email header to make it look like the email is coming from a legitimate source. Next, we encounter the SMTP trust issue. The Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, or SMTP, is what allows emails to be sent and received. Unfortunately, it often takes the sender's information at face value, without any verification. Thirdly, we have DNS records. Skilled attackers can modify these records to authenticate the sender's domain, making the forgery even more convincing. Lastly, the attacker sends the spoofed email. This can be done from their server or a compromised server. The recipient sees the email as coming from a trusted source, when it is in fact a scam. So, that's how cybercriminals can make an email appear as if it's coming from a trusted source. Email spoofing is often used in phishing attacks, malware distribution, and social engineering scams. Consider the case of a business executive whose identity was spoofed to convince the finance department to transfer funds to a fraudulent account. Or the scenario where a spoofed email from a trusted retailer tricks a customer into revealing their credit card details. These examples show just how convincing spoofed emails can be and emphasize the potential risks and consequences for the victims. Now that you know how email spoofing works, it's crucial to learn how to prevent it. First off, consider using email authentication protocols such as Sender Policy Framework, SPF, Domain Keys Identified Mail, DKIM, and Domain-Based Message Authentication Reporting and Conformance, DMARC. These protocols help authenticate your emails and deter spoofers. Next, take the time to educate yourself and your team on how to recognize phishing and spoofed emails. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it's your first line of defense against spoofers. Also, make it a habit to verify email sources. Always double-check the sender's email address and domain. If something feels off, trust your instincts. Enable email filtering services to detect and block malicious emails. These services can be a lifesaver, especially when dealing with a high volume of emails. Lastly, don't forget to report suspicious emails to your IT department or email service provider. They can help further investigate and take appropriate actions. By following these preventive measures, you can significantly reduce your risk of falling victim to email spoofing. Email spoofing is a serious threat, but it doesn't have to be. Remember, your best defense is staying informed, being vigilant, and implementing strong email security measures. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cybersecurity tips. Together, we can make the digital world a safer place.